prime factorization, or the product of prime factors. Whatever you call it, how do we do it? Step number 1. Take your number. Let's take 24. What numbers do we need to multiply to get to 24? Let's take 3 times 8. I know in the previous example we used 2 times 12, but I want to show you there are different numbers you can use to multiply, but they will all still lead to the same answer. So 3 times 8. 3 is a prime number. If you don't know what a prime number is, look at a video. But in short, a prime number is a number that has only 2 factors, 1 and itself. Okay, so back to it. Take 3, 3 is a prime number, leave it alone. 8, we can still break down the number 8. How do we get to 8? 2 times 4. 2 is a prime number, so let's leave that alone. 4, break it down, 2 times 2. And as you can see, we only have prime numbers left. Nothing else we can break down. So let's take the 2 times the 3 times the 2 and the 2, write it all out, multiply them together, and we should get 24. But let's write it out better. There are 3 2's. Count the 2's, there are 3. So let's write it out as 2 to the power 3 times 3 equals 24. That's just a fancier way to write it. Next one, the number 90. How do we get to 90? Let's take 10 times 9. How do we get to 10? 5 times 2. How do we get to 9? 3 times 3. Nothing else can be broken down. We only have prime numbers. So we have 2 times 5 times 3 times 3 equals 90. Write it in the fancy way. 2 times 5 times 3 squared equals 90. One more. 88. How do we get to 88? Let's take 4 times 22. How do we get to the 4? 2 times 2. How do we get to 22? 2 times 11. We only have prime numbers, so let's write them out. 2 times... I forgot. 2 times 2 times 2 times 11. There are 3 2's. 2 to the power 3 times 11. So this method looks like a tree. So let's call this the tree method. The other method we have is the ladder method. If you can do the tree method, you can do the ladder. So let's take the number 84. What can we divide into 84? Think of your prime numbers. Think of 2, 3, 5, and 7. Think along those lines. So I see 84, and I will divide it by 2. That leaves me with 42. I see 42, what can I divide that by? Also another 2. That leaves me with 21. What can we divide 21 by? 3. And that leaves me with 7. 7's a prime number. It can't be divided any further. So let's take all of the prime numbers that we have here. That would be all the numbers on the left and the last number I wrote down. 2 times 2 times 3 times 7 equals 84. Let's write it in the fancy way. 2 squared times 3 times 7 equals 84. So, the ladder method or the tree method, whichever one you do it right. Boom, 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 boom. It is time to do your homework. It's time to do your homework. It is time to do your homework. It is homework time. Wakey, wakey, it's homework time.